Okay, joined by Dublin Senior Hurling manager Mattie Kenny here in Thurles. Disappointment here this evening in Thurles. Mattie, a defeat to Cork in the All-Ireland quarter-final. What's your reaction? What do you make of the game here this evening?
Yeah, look at we came out of the traps very early, very quickly, and we controlled that game for the first 10 or 12 minutes and created a lot of scoring opportunities. Came away with 3 or 4 points, but I felt that we needed a goal at that stage. We were in a few times, and if we got a goal, I think we'd have really troubled the scoreboard then and give us real momentum going forward. But however, that didn't happen, and halfway through the half, then Cork went down and got a goal. I felt a little bit against the run of play, but that's hurling, that's what happens. But that apart from that, then it was a 3 or 4 point game. Cork were playing, there was a slight breeze, and so I felt in the second half we'd be able to come back. But just before half time, giving away that goal, was a real sucker punch, and that allowed them to take in a healthy lead and momentum into the dressing room.
Yeah, you mentioned that start, and obviously that, like, we had a couple of goal chances at the start of the game, and obviously that would have changed the complexion of the game if one of those had gone in. Cork seemed to get those goals at really critical moments, and you mentioned the one just before half time was a real killer blow. It gave them a big lead at half time, or a decent lead at half time, which they were able to obviously continue in the second half. They seemed to get those scores at critical times in the game.
Yeah, as I said, that goal for half time was a critical score for them. But however, our lads came out in the second half, showed great character, something really proud of the guys, and halfway through that second half, 20 minutes into that second half, we had back to 4 points, and we had momentum on our side, and we're hurling well, we're putting pressure on them, and a couple of little decisions maybe went slightly against us, got Cork ticking again. But coming down the stretch, then we needed a goal really to get back into it, and we pushed up the field to try to create that, and fortunately it didn't come. And like at that stage, we left a couple of holes where behind us where they ran a few late points. But our guys, showed massive character, worked really hard and played really good hurling in that second half. And there's a lot of learning to take away from tonight. Great Dublin support down here that we really appreciate. They got behind us at vital times during the game, and we're just a bit disappointed that we didn't give them something more to cheer coming down that last 5 minutes.
It's disappointment here this evening in Thurles, Mattie, but it's been a very positive year overall. We've spoken many times over the past few months about you're putting building blocks in at games and trying to create, I guess, a structure in games over the league campaign. And then heading into the championship, we saw the win over Antrim, the big win over Galway at Croke Park as well. Good performance in the Leinster final, and again here today. Overall, disappointment obviously here this evening, but you must be positive looking back on the year overall.
Yeah, massive disappointment. The lads are shattered in there in the dressing room. As I said, we wanted to come down here tonight and we wanted to win the game. We felt we had a great chance, but look at, unfortunately that didn't happen. But yeah, look at, with good momentum in early on the championship. Win over Antrim, win over Galway, and I suppose the disappointment for us was in the Leinster final then that we didn't get a chance to really go for that, between the guys out of the COVID and the couple of injuries, and so we couldn't throw all our darts, in that Leinster final. But look at that sport, but look at, we took that on the chin and came back down here tonight, and it says we wanted to win tonight. We felt we had a great chance, missing a few players, and look at when you get to this level, the likes of Owen and Trollier and Mark Juday, to be nice to have them there. We need to be at full strength. When you get to this business end of the competition, you need your full squad. Look at, overall, are we making progress? Yeah, I believe so. Are we where we want to be? No, we're not. But look at, that bunch of guys in there. They're so committed. They work so hard. And we need the Dublin public and the Dublin hurling supporters and all the clubs and all the people to stay with us and stay behind this team, because with under 20s coming and all, Dublin hurling is on the rise again, and a lot to look forward to next year and a lot to build on.